my phone, I'm like, hold on, let me check the scale. She keep talking.
What's good, YouTube? What's good, TOASTyb? It's your boy TOASTyb, man, and we back for another reaction video. Yes, sir. Look, y'all can see by the title, we got when cops arrest the wrong people. I don't know. Well, I can't know how this happens. Some people do look alike. I ain't gonna lie. I admit some people look alike to me. But we're gonna see how cops did their job wrong and arrested the wrong person. You already know what I'm gonna say, man. If you ain't commenting, you lame, and if you ain't subscribing, you can't be gang. Man, let's go ahead and see how cops arrest the wrong people, bro.
Have little to no room for error in their job, having to deal with life or death situations daily. But what happens when the cops mess up and accidentally arrest the wrong person?
Yo, that's some bullshit. Get up, put your hands on the car.
Starting with the controversial case of Patrick Mumford. Patrick was just getting back home when two officers confronted him, claiming there were warrants out for his arrest. What the cops didn't realize, though, is that the warrants were for a completely different man, but this didn't seem to bother them.
What's your name? I'm going to ask you one more time. We probably need to talk to you.
Wait, so the nigga had a whole different name? I'm pretty sure he told him his name, and they looking for Michael Clay, and this nigga name is totally different.
Stand up. Turn around, put your hands in the car. What happened?
Patrick is justifiably nervous here
Hey, they looking for a Michael, this nigga named Patrick.
After suddenly being confronted by multiple police officers, but still manages to give the cops his name. However, they decide that they don't believe him, and instead of asking for an ID or trying to confirm his identity in any way, they immediately decide to do this instead.
What I do? Man, what I do? Y'all ain't telling me what I do, man.
You got a warrant.
He just came back from his probation officer.
I got taser. You coming out? You coming out? Hey, come out.
No, don't tase him.
Get your hands out now. You got 3 seconds. Hold on, man.
3 seconds.
Do not reach. Get up. Put your hands on the car.
Show me the warrant.
Come out.
Show me the warrant.
2.
Mike, take me.
All right, move. You coming out or not?
Wait.
Come out. You gotta.
I don't know. I think they know that ain't him, though, because if it was really the guy they was looking for, don't you think they would have tased him? They would have pulled him out. If they was 100% sure that's the guy they looking for, they would have pulled him out. So yeah, you could say, nah, man, they should have just asked for his ID. Got his name, asked for his ID, and went from there. You can't just be sitting up here harassing people like this, dude. That's fucked up. This day is ruined. Ruined. He just came from his probation office. Now he got another contact that he wasn't even supposed to have.
Warrant. You better get out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Nigga got the shoot. No, don't close the door, bro.
Get out of the car.
Y'all better leave me alone, cousin.
He said, y'all better leave me
Move,
alone.
Fox, move.
It took just 38 seconds from the police making first contact to giving the order to tase him. According to the cops, Patrick was given numerous reasonable opportunities to comply with officers, but because of his resistance, they were left with no choice but to stun him. But even after being tased and detained, the cops still aren't finished roughing Patrick up.
Something was going on, man. Get off me, man.
He keeps reaching for his back.
No, pal. That's fucked up. Look how they got him. They squeezing this, and they got his arms twisted up like that. Hey, you go tell somebody to twist your arms like that right now and squeeze your legs. See how you gonna? And it wasn't even you. Oh, hell no. I'm suing something. I don't give a damn.
Oh, listen, hey, y'all gotta do all that.
Quit resisting.
I got him, guys. Just search whatever he's going for.
The cops searched Patrick to try and find whatever he was reaching for, assuming he was hiding a weapon of his own. But predictably,
that nigga was trying to block his asshole. He was trying to block his asshole. I was trying to dig in his asshole. He was trying to block his asshole. That's all he was doing. He wasn't doing nothing more, nothing less.
they find nothing other than his wallet. This would end up being a blessing for Patrick, though, as inside his wallet, the cops found his ID.
I just seen this fucking lady.
Patrick Mumford.
This lady not gonna tell me that I got a warrant. I just seen her.
Here's the deal, dude.
How long I had a warrant?
What's the deal?
I don't know if you got a warrant, because you're not who I'm looking for, but here's the deal. When we ask you for ID, because you look a lot like the person we're looking for.
He is not required to help you do your crime. I mean, your job. If I ain't the guy, hey, you better call, you better go get the warrant, get the picture, get whatever you need, and then you come apprehend or do what you got to do. I'm not finna help you. I'll stay here. I'll stay right here, but I'm not helping you with your job, and I don't even have to stay right here. That's stuff. He said, hey, you wasn't the dude I was looking for, but you got an ID. Man, hell no.
You give us ID, and when you start this whole fighting nonsense, dude, all you had to do is give me this.
But the way you came up asking me out of nowhere.
Remember, the cops never once asked for Patrick's ID during the initial interaction. In a later report, the cops also stated that they were worried he was reaching for a weapon when he was shuffling back in the car. So, do you think they would have been okay with him reaching into his back pocket for his wallet? He wasn't given any chance to correctly identify himself, but now the cop is patronizing him and saying he caught a case he didn't need to get. And above all, he's still being manhandled and forced onto the hood of their patrol vehicle.
Still.
What's the guy name?
Still. The nigga he ain't the guy. Look how he got him. Still. He ain't let him up. He ain't let, hey man, I'm sorry, my bad. You still got, ain't no grown man gonna want to be wrestled up and hassled up if they know they ain't in the room. We gonna sit there and tell you, I'm not him. I'm not in the room. What are you doing? Why the fuck is he, and you still got the man on the hood. Nah, y'all was just hostile, buddy. No de-escalation, no asking for IDs. Y'all just came up strong and wrong, ready to tase this man. You could tell.
Is there someone here to stay here that looks like you? Think about it.
Hey, Jack. Yeah. Guess what he's looking for?
Tell him. Who does he look a lot like?
I don't know.
He knows who it is.
So who is it?
Michael?
He is not Michael.
Okay, I know that now.
Well, they thought it was my son?
Yes!
Really? They don't even look nothing
And then
alike?
besides, they didn't even
The
have
picture that we got, they look exactly.
Oh, wow. I'm looking at that picture, I mean...
Don't they
It's
look
not
alike?
far off. Okay, are we wrong?
For the record,
Where she live at? How the mom say, you think he look like my son? She come from across the street, so y'all at the whole wrong house. Y'all ain't even at the right house.
this is the man they're looking for. It's difficult to draw even a single similarity in appearance, but the cops apparently saw so many that they were comfortable with discharging a weapon at Patrick. Patrick was initially charged with obstruction and violating probation, and was fixed to lose his job and position at college. Thankfully, though, an internal investigation was launched into the 4 officers on the scene, and it was concluded that they didn't follow proper procedure. All 4 of the officers were suspended, and Patrick was awarded with a settlement of $100,000. But David Wiggins' story doesn't have such a happy ending. He was pulled over and forced out of his vehicle with not so much as a second thought from the police, but they failed to realize he too was the completely wrong guy.
Hands out the window! Take your right hand, open the door. Get on the ground. On the ground.
This is just gun happy. And you got the whole wrong. You ain't even got the side. Let's see how she did this.
Did you just run from me? Sir, okay? All right, put your hands behind your back.
David was put into cuffs and left on the ground at gunpoint after cops mistook him for a suspect. Apparently, the guy they were looking for had just fled them in a similar car with a similar license plate, and the cops pulled David over assuming it was the same vehicle. It's an understandable mistake, but
Okay, yeah, this one is understandable. This ain't, yeah, okay, I understand this one.
But realistically, the cops should have double-checked the plate as soon as they lost line of sight. Instead, they decided to wait until David was on the ground, handcuffed, and at gunpoint before even attempting to confirm he was their guy.
I was going home. I did not run, I swear.
Since you give me that tag.
Contact to a 2016 Dodge Challenger, last name Green. It's not a hammer. It's clear.
This ain't even him. Yeah, you good.
You stop
You're good.
talking about this ain't even him.
That's scary. You got almost the same tag, same car. He must have passed you going through. You good? Good. All right. You have a good one, okay? I'm sorry about that.
David was offered little other than an apology for the whole ordeal and was sent on his way after being correctly identified as the wrong guy. But that wasn't enough for David, and in July of 2023, decided to file a lawsuit against the city of Marion, claiming gross negligence, civil assault, battery, and false imprisonment.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He should have filed charges after this. It don't matter. Even though he should have did it right away too, and he should have spoke out like, "What do you got? What is the probable cause? What are you pulling me over for?" She straight drew gun like, "Ha ha ha!" She got the yelling, escalating. Yeah, bro, that's hard. That's crazy.
In the complaint, David alleges that he was forced to endure 3 minutes handcuffed on the ground with a gun to his head, not knowing if the next second would be his last. He also notes that the apology was a mockery. As of this video's upload, the case is still ongoing. However, when this cop in Florida was faced with the same situation, he managed to show exactly how you should handle it.
I'm not trying to get shot over this.
Do you really think we want to be out here killing people?
A deputy in Volusia County was looking for a burglar when he stumbled upon Joseph Griffin, a man who he said perfectly matched the description.
Man, Joseph looked like he out here jogging, trying to get some exercise in. I don't know. He don't look like he just burglarized anything. But then again, looks could be deceiving. You don't know what nobody doing, but I don't know.
There's a burglary that happened. You kind of fit the description. Let me just make sure that you're not him, okay? All right.
I'm a vet. I have my ID.
Okay. Can I see your ID? Yeah. You literally, they said white tank top, black shorts, and they said that you had a beard. All right. So I'm not saying it's you, but it was a black male. Again, not saying.
Man, I wish they could hear those calls or like ask to hear those calls, because cops could just make that up. They said it was this, that, and the third. I'm pretty sure the database has that monitored, but bro, they don't even be releasing camera footage for certain so who knows if they're releasing like this, but they said he handled it right, so let's see.
It's you, buddy.
This cop is obviously aware of how difficult this very interaction can be, especially if it turns out he's not who he's looking for. So he approaches him politely and attempts to resolve the situation rather than escalate it.
Just bear with me, okay? Because you fit the description. I'm not saying you're guilty, but my sergeant's telling me to detain you. That's my sergeant.
I got you. I just had a daughter born 2 days ago, so I just have this online.
It's live?
I'm not trying
Do you mind setting it down here? Just for now, I'm going to detain you. You're not under arrest. I'm detaining you right now because you fit the description, okay? Just hang tight for me, okay, buddy?
Joseph respectfully informs the cop that he's live streaming the interaction for his own safety before being detained. He's also told that he's not under arrest and not being charged with anything. They just don't want to give him the opportunity to run should he end up being the suspect.
We're not saying it's you, but you fit the description. That's why I'm detaining you. If it's not you, we're going to cut you loose and you're free to go, okay? But I just want you to see through us why, you know.
Okay. 7 cop cars, so hey, everything going on is just a little bit scary.
Yep. This is it was a burglary. It's a burglary. It's serious. It's not a joke.
These guys that are getting ready to go home, and we're coming in, so that's why you have so many.
The cops are doing their best to put Joseph at ease, but you can still imagine how stressful of a situation this would.
Hell yeah, you got, okay, yeah, let's see how stressful it is. 7 cop cars, right? Let's say one person per car. Some of them probably might have 2. Let's say 1 a car. So that's 7 guns, right? We ain't gonna say they ARs. 7 guns, and then you got, let's say 8 to 11 in this clip, plus 2 extra clips, so 33, 35 plus 7 times. Bro, I'm not finna do that math, but that's over 200 shots you could catch. Why the fuck would you want to catch over 200 shots for nothing?
B. He's doing a good job at staying respectful and composed, but you can definitely still tell he's on edge.
We appreciate you being very cooperative. Other people would just...
I'm not trying to get shot over this.
You ain't gonna get shot. Seriously, do you really think we want to be out here killing people? Do you honestly think that? Like I said, brother, I've been in the same boat.
After just 10 minutes of waiting, they hear back from the witness who had just received a picture of Joseph.
So good news for you. The witness is saying that the clothes you're wearing and all that doesn't fit the description. It's called a show up. So we got.
Exactly. The clothes don't even fit the description. Like I said, he just made that up. He just seen a black guy walking and was like, oh, it's probably him. Let me stop him. It wasn't even him. He ain't got nothing on him. What'd he take? He in shorts and a tank top. That nigga said the clothes ain't fit the description. So, yeah, what was the clothes then? He should have asked. What was the clothes?
Got a picture. Again, he's gonna run it through. Make sure it's not you. And from what it looks like, buddy, you'll be out of here, okay?
A show-up is a method of identification where a witness is presented with a single suspect and simply asked if that's their guy. It's also worth mentioning that when looking for a suspect at large, police will only receive a quick rundown of the suspect's appearance. Adding extra details can create confusion and even cause cops to let the perpetrators go if they miss something small. This is why the description may seem vague and leads to false positives, just like this one is starting to look like.
What's your name, man? Joseph, hey man, listen, Jake. Just want to say thank you for keeping a cool, good demeanor. We just got the picture finally from the witness, and I get why they went out with you for sure. Clearly not you, but...
Hey, he's ultimately a reciprocation of the energy that first officer brought, because he was pretty calm, not gonna lie. But that's still messed up that he pulled a black man over for no reason. I ain't gonna hold you. That's what he looked like to me. Shit. Nigga, if it was, I don't know.
The clothing description, everything matched. So obviously these guys didn't have that to go with. They just had a description and he matched it. He's pretty good. But once we finally got the picture from the video surveillance and stuff, it was like, nah, that's not it. That's why I told him, like, get him out of here. I appreciate you just putting understanding that, man.
Just like that, Joseph was sent on his way back to his wife and daughter with no further action taken against anyone at the scene. Later that day, the suspect was found and arrested. Both cases in this video so far have involved fairly innocuous...
Wait. I take that back. The description, let me see where my damn mouse at. The description kinda
didn't have that to go with.
Not look like it, that shit.
Pretty good. But once we finally got the picture from the video surveillance and stuff, it was like, nah, that's not it. That's why I told him, like, get him out of here. I appreciate you just putting understanding that, man.
Just like that, Joseph was sent on his way back to his wife and daughter with no further action taken against anyone at the scene. Later that day, the suspect...
Hey. I know why he's stealing. He trying to go get a transplant. He trying to get a transplant. Look at his wife back there. Oh yeah, they into some bush. He did it. He did it for sure. But officer, he had gray shorts, not black. Man, could have been a missed call out though.
Suspect was found and arrested. Both cases in this video so far have involved fairly innocuous crimes, but that's all about to change in this next case, where a man is falsely accused of robbing a bank and shooting a man in the head.
You're not gonna tell me how to talk, all right?
You shut your fucking motherfucking mouth.
In the early hours of the 23rd of April, 2022, Grand Junction Police received a frightening phone call.
That's what I'm talking about.
What's the address, emergency?
Nigga, he didn't do it.
Horizon Drive. I heard gunshots outside on Horizon Drive within a minute ago.
And wait, let's be real. If he the one who shot that in the head, wouldn't he be shooting at the cops? He got a gun. He's already hostile. His intentions is to be hostile. He not finna just sit there and yell with a camera out. He ain't do it. That's why them cops ain't trying to pull him out. He know he ain't just kill nobody, dude.
How many did you hear? Probably 4 or 5.
Later that morning, police received a second call from a nearby hospital, making them aware of a patient who had walked in on their own with a gunshot wound to the head. It was determined that he was injured on Horizon Drive, the same street the gunshots were heard on at 3 a.m. A few hours later...
Hey, imagine... Look at this nigga face, man. He was innocent, though.
A man named Aaron headed to the gas station to stock up on supplies for a marksmanship event he was attending that day. Unfortunately for him, the gas station was too located on Horizon Drive.
So the 8Sleep is a pod cover that fits on a mattress like a fitted sheet, but it's temperature controlled, so...
I went to a gas station this morning to grab some stuff, and they were saying there was a shooting at 3 o'clock in the morning. So they have traffic blocked going out on the 70.
Okay, you might want to stay right there.
We might want to look to see if that's going to impact our route.
Little did Aaron know traffic would be the least of his worries that day. After stopping at the gas station, he heads back to his hotel to charge his phone. On the way there, he misses an exit, so he uses his blinker to make a U-turn in front of the police blockade. He parks up for 5 minutes to charge his phone, waits for his friend to show up in his car, then stops at another gas station to wait for his other friends to turn up. It's at this point Aaron is approached by police.
Can I help you?
Yeah. Would you mind rolling down your window real quick?
No.
So what, they was just watching him at this point, right? So what they stopped him for? He bust the U-turn right there, pulled in, parked, blase, waited for his homie. Went to a guy, he did a whole lot of others. They was watching him. Now let's see what their intentions is.
What do you need?
I need you to identify yourself.
No, why?
Because
you're
leaving the area.
Hold on.
A shooting occurred. Okay, well, can you please roll down your window more so I can talk to you?
No. What do you need?
Talking already.
All right, well, I need to identify you.
No, you do not.
My name is Officer Posadas with the Grand Junction Police Department. And this is my corporal right here. This is Corporal Church as well.
Okay.
All right, so I need you to identify yourself.
No, that's not how it works. I have rights as an American citizen, right?
What Aaron is saying is completely true, and he is well within his rights to refuse to identify himself. However, that doesn't necessarily mean it's always the best idea. Regardless,
like I said, it's up to the officer's discretion. Now, if they come up, it's up to your discretion as well, because you're your own man, you're your own human. But sometimes it do pay to be nice. You feel me? But if you ain't do nothing, what the fuck I did?
in this situation, Aaron clearly wishes to exercise this right, to which the cop isn't best pleased. This is when things start to escalate quickly.
You do not have articulable suspicion that I've done anything.
I actually do.
What crime do you suspect me of committing?
Possible attempted homicide.
You suspect me, actual me, of committing possible attempted homicide.
Well, your cooperative behavior right now does not help your cause.
No, I've done absolutely nothing. I pulled into a gas station because my friends are here, because we're going to...
Keep an eye, they're associated.
Hell yeah,
At this point, Corporal Church heads over to Aaron's friends, where he discovers that his name is indeed Aaron, and that it matches up with the registration on the vehicle. Meanwhile, Officer Posadas attempts to shed a little more light on why Aaron is being highlighted as a suspect.
Right, exactly. You're leaving the area of a crime. Exactly. With a similar colored vehicle, similar nature to the description.
What description of that vehicle did you get?
I got a darkened colored sedan. Two people also stated that one of the suspects may be of African American descent.
With this information, you can see how a cop would suspect Aaron. He's a black male in a similar vehicle. But things start to get much stranger as you dive deeper. In the official report, it was determined there were actually two suspects, one white and one black. And a more detailed report of the vehicle describes a car more similar to the one that Aaron's friends are driving. It seems as though the cops are ignoring every sign and targeting Aaron for no reason. Something that only becomes more obvious as they allow his friends to leave, but keep Aaron at the scene.
My buddies that just left, they were also in a dark sedan, but you aren't fucking stopping them and questioning them.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
Fact. So what's the difference between him? They gonna let, if the white guy was in the other sedan, they gonna let him go and keep this guy? I don't know. What? Why ain't y'all stop everybody then, or stop nobody?
Nope. Sorry,
Shut your fucking mouth. I don't want to fucking talk.
You're not going to tell me how to talk, all right?
Yes, you shut your fucking motherfucking mouth.
Corporal, come up here. It's not working.
It ain't working.
He's currently recording on his phone, but he's highly uncooperative with me, screaming and yelling at me. Told him that his vehicle matches the description, gave in, blah, blah, blah. He's very, very upset right now.
Why are you not cooperative?
Because I don't have to be cooperative with your investigation.
Well, you have to ID yourself.
No, I do not. Tell me why I have to ID.
Well, Colorado state law says you do.
I want you to explain why me as a person, have to ID to you.
Colorado state law says you do.
The cops continue to ask for Aaron's name despite having already been told by his friends and realizing it matches up with the name on the vehicle. But perhaps the funniest part of this entire interaction is what happens when Aaron instead asks for the sergeant's name.
What's your name and your badge number? What's your name and your badge number?
Well, I'm not going to give that to you.
You have to.
No.
Yes, you do. No. You are a public servant. I'm asking for your name and badge number.
How do they move like that? How are you the public servant? How are you on duty? How are you on job? That's like me going into Target and asking the Target worker, hey, what's your name? And they're like, I don't gotta help you. I don't gotta tell you. You own the clock. Who are you? I need 3 forms of ID now. Now I don't know who you are. Now I don't know who I don't know. I think y'all playing charades. I think y'all playing, what's that? Mime. So I don't know what, but I don't think you real.
Give me your name.
No, I do not.
Okay. So you wanted me to explain to you why I'm asking for you to identify yourself?
Yes.
Because we had an incident happen here?
Wait, hold on. First, please give me your name and your badge.
Okay, well, no, I won't give you that right now.
What do you mean you won't? This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever
I'm telling you.
It's important to note that the Grand Junction Police Department require police officers to identify themselves upon request, but the sergeant later claimed he simply forgot. Aaron was never made aware of why they targeted him so directly at the scene, but in the official police report, the cops say that the reason they suspected Aaron was because of the U-turn he made. Remember, he simply missed his exit to the hotel, and there the road ahead of him was closed, leaving him with nowhere else to go. They also
and it's good he had everything on camera, because why would he be doing something wrong if he recording it? He obviously doing it for his job or his means of business.
Alleged that he didn't use a turn signal for the maneuver, something that can easily be disproved by listening to Aaron's dashcam footage.
Look at them, they just be lying.
As you'd expect, an internal affairs
Just be lying. Now any cop just be lying.
investigation was launched into the officers at the scene, and it was conducted that there was no wrongdoing and the cops conducted themselves perfectly. Aaron has since launched his own lawsuit against the Grand Junction Police Department, but as of this video's upload, the investigation is still ongoing. Check out Aaron's channel linked below for updates on the situation.
Well, man, this is when cops catch the wrong person and they arrest them but let them go because they know they caught the wrong person. Either way it go, let me know what you would do if you got apprehended by a cop or you got detained by a cop and it wasn't a lawful stop or it wasn't even you. What would you do? How would you feel? Get in the comment section. Let me know. Me, I'll personally be upset. I'll be a little, I'll be speaking my rights. I ain't gonna hold you, but yeah, I'll be upset. Either way it go, you already know what I'm gonna say, man. Stay lit, get tips and don't quit. One road to some big numbers. Let's get it.